Welcome, everyone. Inhale deeply for Om. Om. Asato ma sakkamaya. Asato ma sakkamaya. Tamaso ma jyoti gamaya. Tamaso ma jyoti gamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Asato ma sakkamaya. Asato ma sakkamaya. Tamaso ma jyoti gamaya. Tamaso ma jyoti gamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Together. Asato ma sakkamaya. Tamaso ma jyoti gamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Om. Lokat samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere, be happy and free, be happy and free. May I offer my life, to all beings everywhere, Lokat samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, bow your head off your practice today to a place in nature that is sacred to you. Bring that holy place into your mind's eye, visualize, and dedicate your practice. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste. Welcome, everyone. So we are studying Yoganjalisaram by Tirumala Krishnamacharya. Tirumala Krishnamacharya here. Sloka 6, verse 6. When the truth is known, where is delusion? When the mind is refined, where is disease? When the breath is regulated, where is death? Therefore, O yogi, surrender to yoga. When the truth is known, where is delusion? When the mind is refined, where is disease? When the breath is regulated, where is death? Therefore, O yogi, surrender to yoga. So the first line, when the truth is known, where is delusion? This is a theme that's come up in the last couple of verses, and we also talked about it in the satsang on Sunday, the Shiva satsang. So I'm not going to go into great detail about that, but basically the idea is when the truth is known, where is delusion? It's the prayer that we chanted at the beginning, Asato Ma. Lead me from the unreal to the real. Lead me from darkness to light. Lead me from the mortality to the immortality of the soul. So the understanding that everything in the ephemeral world is constantly changing, and the thing that is permanent, everlasting, and to which we dedicate our lives is the cultivation of the soul, the life of the soul, which is the thing that doesn't change and goes with us from incarnation to incarnation. And understanding that helps to remove confusion, and he put it here, delusion. But then he goes on to say, when the mind is refined, where is disease? So Krishnamacharya, one of the things that he was an Ayurvedic doctor as well as a yogi, and the prevention of disease and the health of the physical body, really important aspect of his teachings. And so he would say that the health of the body is predominantly looked after by asana. And then the prana, the health of the pranic body, and the energy in the body is primarily looked after with mudra. And then the mind primarily looked after by pranayama, and the soul looked after, cultivated by meditation. So he says, when the mind is refined, where is disease? So in the yogic view of the body, most of the disease actually originates, all disease originates in the mind. So the state of mind is the first thing in yoga. Yoga's chitta vritti nirodha, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Yoga is being comfortable with the fluctuations of your mind. When the mind is stressed, anxious, when the mind is continually under pressure, it's in conflict, it has anger, it has greed, it has lust, it has jealousy, all the things that can happen in the mind. When these things are going on in the mind, they're affecting, we think of the mind as a kind of organ, but from a yogic perspective, the mind is prana, it's life force. And so when the mind is in this sort of conflict, it's affecting the prana, which flows through the whole organism, through all the nadis in the body. And what happens is that conflict that comes into the mind, that stress that comes into the mind, that confusion that comes into the mind, it then begins to manifest as granti in the body. And granti means a knot or a blockage in the body. And so the prana doesn't flow freely, and that blockage might appear in your body depending on your physical disposition or your karma. And so there'll be a place in your body where what's happening in your mind is going to cause a restriction to the prana flowing in the body. And that's when you feel discomfort, that's when you get pain, that's when you get kind of like dis-ease in the body. Manifests in many forms, as we know. But the idea is that with yoga, by working predominantly on the mind in the practices that we do, we keep the body free of blockages and free of restrictions that the prana comes up against in most people from time to time. And when the prana is flowing really freely, that's when you feel good. That's when you feel healthy. That's when you feel light. That's when you feel energized. That's when you feel creative, because your mind and your body are really connected and firing on all cylinders, because the prana just moves freely through the body and mind. And that is the kind of state that the yogi is looking for with these practices. So when he says, when you're like that, when the prana is flowing freely, where is disease? It just helps to keep you healthy and well. And then the other thing that helps to keep the mind refined is yama niyama. So the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others. We'll come to yama niyama. I'm not going to go into that now, a bit later in the text, where it's explained in more detail. But essentially the way you think about and treat yourself, and the way you think about and treat others, that is the thing that helps to refine the mind. Then he says, when the breath is regulated, where is death? So when the regulation of breath is called pranayama. We do it in asana, we do it in mudra, we do it in pranayama, and we do it in meditation. But from a yogic perspective, regulating the breath is one of the most important things you can do for the health of your mind. But the other thing that I think he's really getting at here is like, through pranayama and regulation of breath, you can extend your lifespan and you can live a longer, healthier existence. So yogis don't measure the lifespan in years. I mean, many old yogis, many people you actually speak to in India, not just old yogis, they don't know how old they are. They don't necessarily have their date of birth. Isn't necessarily recorded. And that's why you get these confusing ideas about yogis that are 120 years old, but also 99 years old, and also 150 years old, and also 350 years old. Nobody really knows how old they are. So this kind of idea, but the idea from a yogic perspective is it's not the number of years, the time that you live, it's the number of breaths you take. So your life is measured in breaths, breathing in, breathing out. And the slower you're breathing, and you'll know in this practice, one of the big things we're cultivating all the time is the length of the breath, lengthening the breath continuously to calm the nervous system and the mind, but also for health and longevity. There's a saying in yoga, we say, he who half breathes, half lives. So the idea is that you're actually breathing well and you're oxygenating the body from a point of view of your health, your blood, your brain. It's really, really important. But then the length of the breath also has effect on your longevity. It doesn't wear the body out as much. The animals that are the most long-lived on the whole planet are the animals that breathe the slowest, the mammals. And the animals which are smaller usually and breathe much faster, their lifespan is much shorter. We're somewhere in the middle. But we're in a position where we can, with effort and yoga practice, we can learn to elongate the natural breath. Ujjayi breathing is the first tool you use to do that. And then when you do it in your asana practice, you eventually find out that in your daily life, you have a longer breath and more control of your breath. And then you live to be 500 years old. When the breath is regulated, where is death? And also it's for purification, breathing and pranayama, purification of the nadis, which is to do with health. Therefore, yogi, surrender to yoga. So surrendering to yoga, it means that you do yoga with devotion, you do it with gratitude, you do it with a generous spirit, you do it with community and friendship, but ultimately you do it with a sense of understanding that what you're trying to do with yoga is understand the true nature of the self and cultivate the life of the soul. When you have that, then yoga is a really meaningful and powerful thing in your life. So he says, therefore, surrender to yoga. Namaste. Stand up, come to the center of your mat. And stand into Tadasana. Ideally, big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Shoulders back and down. Back of the neck long, feet grounded. Chest up. Chin down. Gaze pranasthana, center of the chest, just in front of the spine. Take a few normal breaths there, watching the breath begin in the center of the chest. Watch the breath returning to the center of the chest. It's the seat of prana, seat of the soul and the body. Turn your eyes down, gaze into that place. And then when you've found it, add on the Ujjayi breathing. So you're generating that little hissing sound to the breath low down in the base of the throat. And it's the first pranayama. And then moving on the breath, as you inhale, raise your arms wide and overhead. Slow breath, slow movement. Interlock your fingers and lift up. Lift your rib cage. Bring your chin down. Keep looking into your heart. Begin the exhale, lower the arms on the breath. 4, on 5. Same, inhale wide. Overhead, interlock your fingers. Ground your feet, lift out your hips. Put your chin down. Long exhale, lower the arms. Same again, inhale, widen overhead. And then on the exhale, lean to the right, move the hips out to the left, lift the chin, look straight ahead. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Move the hips slightly to the left. Keep top shoulder back. Short inhale. Long exhale. Hold the breath out. Lift perineum, narrow the waist. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, change. Equal weight in both feet. Short inhale. Get to the end of the breath. Pause. Lift perineum, lower abdomen in and up, Mula Uddiyana Bandha. Release bandhas, inhale to center. Lift a little more, chin on the chest. Exhale, lower the arms. Close the eyes, look heart, take a breath. Inhale, raise the arms shoulder level. Exhale, twist to the right, look over your right shoulder at the right hand. Keep the arms in a straight line. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. I'm going to hold. Lunge the right hip slightly forward. Short inhale. Long exhale. Hold the breath out at the end and just twist a little bit more by pushing your feet down. Then inhale, center. Exhale, left. Nudge the left hip a little bit forward. Short inhale, then a long exhale. Soft gaze, back hand. Hold the breath out. Narrow the waist. Inhale, turn to the front. And exhale, lower the arms on 1, 2, 3, 4, on 5. Inhale, arms wide and over the head. Interlock the fingers, lift up. Exhale, hands down behind you. Interlock the fingers with the palms facing. Or bring your hands into Pristanjali, reverse prayer. Slide the hands up your back. Inhale, arch back. Firm the buttocks slightly, firm the legs. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, arch back. Head can go back if the balance is good. Stay there, take a breath. On the next inhale, fill the lungs completely. Hold the breath in for a few seconds. And then exhale, stand up. Inhale, your head, interlock the fingers and lift. And exhale, Tadasana. Ardha Uttanasana, Purna Uttanasana. Half and fall forward fold. Inhale, arms widen overhead, flip your palms. Chin down, hips back. Exhale, fold halfway. Any issues with your back, keep your hands over your heart in prayer. Strong legs. Inhale, come up. Arch back a little bit at the top of the chin down. Exhale, fold halfway. Really push the hips back. Make a number 7. Flatten your stomach. Bring your chin down. Look at your navel. Inhale, come up. Arch gently back. Same thing. Exhale, go down. Nice and slow. Strong Ujjayi. hold. Inhale, bring the arms wide like wings. Exhale, arms forward, flip to palms. Inhale, arms wide like wings. Push the hips back a little bit more. Dip the chest a little bit more. Exhale, arms forward, flip the palms. Inhale, come up, strong arms and legs, arch back a little bit at the top. Exhale, fold all the way, hands on the floor or on the legs. Relax your neck. Put the hands down. And then inhale, look up, come onto your fingertips, roll the eyes up, look third eye. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, fingertips, look up, roll the eyes up, look third eye. Exhale, fold. Look nose tip, 3 breaths, short inhales, long exhales. Relax the neck. At the end of your next exhale, interlock your fingers, flip your palms, and on the inhale, come up. Arch gently back at the top, chin down. And exhale, Tadasana. Look hard, close the eyes, take a breath. Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, a little bit more towards the front of your mat maybe. Inhale, just move those blocks to the side, Paula. No, just to the side of your mat, just so you can bring your hands in prayer when you lay down. Inhale, exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, widen overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor, bend the knees if you need to. Short inhale. Exhale, Utkatasana, squat down, heels may rise, round your back, forehead towards your knees. Short inhale, hold the breath. Hop or step back, Chaturanga, or knees down, lower halfway, half Chaturanga. Pause. All the way to the floor, hands over the head in prayer, full prostration. Legs together, palms together, forehead on the floor. Hands back beside the chest, exhale, Chaturanga, hold. Inhale, upward facing dog, chin down, hold. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can take one breath here, short inhale, long exhale. Completely empty your lungs, soften the knees, look forward, hop or step forward. Asana, squat down, heels may rise, forehead to knees. Empty your lungs. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, fold into the legs, empty the lungs. Flip your palms, push your hips back, strong arms and legs. Inhale, come up, chin down. And exhale, Anjali Mudra. Again, inhale, arms wide and overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, fold forward. A short inhale into the back of your heart, hands on the floor. Exhale, Utkatasana, squat down, completely empty the lungs. Short inhale. Hold the breath, hop or step Chaturanga. your version. All the way to the floor, inhale, full prostration. Hands beside the chest. Exhale, chaturanga. Fully exhale there. Strong legs, strong core. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Short inhale. A long exhale. Spread the fingers, pull up. Soften the knees, look forward, hop or step, Utkatasana. Completely empty the lungs. Slowly as you inhale, straighten your legs. Push your hands into the floor if you can. And then exhale, fold into the legs. Flip your palms. Inhale, come up, arch back a little bit at the top. Keep the chin down. And exhale, Anjali Mudra. Keep your hands in Anjali Mudra. Look hard, take a breath. Eyes closed. And then turn to the right, stand in Tadasana. Stand in the middle of your mat, Trikonasana, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Triangle, revolve, triangle. Inhale, raise the arms to shoulder level. Exhale, don't move. End of the breath, light banders. Opposite feet apart, turn both feet out 30 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. And stretch your left arm up. So the hips go back as you go down. You're not trying to stay flat. Then exhale, change. Hand to the floor, move the hips back, stretch the right arm. Inhale, come up. Second Vinyasa. Exhale, go down to your right. Inhale, come up. Ujjayi breathing, please. Exhale to the left. Move your hips back. Half forward bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the right. Hand on the floor or the leg. Top arm up. Look at the side wall or the top hand. 3 Ujjayi breaths. Don't hyperextend your top shoulder. Keep it in line with your shoulder blades. And keep your shoulders down. Ujjayi breathing. Ground the insides of your feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Again, 3 long breaths. The exhales can be slightly longer than the inhales. The end of your third breath. Exhale and then inhale, come up, arms shoulder level. Exhale, hands to the waist. Look hard. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Keep the feet as they are. Exhale, turn to the right. So you're facing over your right leg. If you need to turn your right foot out a little bit, if you feel any tension in your knee, you can turn it a little bit, but don't bring it all the way around like you would in a modern form of revolved triangle. And then inhale, arch back there, turn the palms up and look up. And as you exhale, fold forward halfway over the leg with the arms like wings. So your spine is sort of over the inseam of your left leg. Inhale, come up. And arch back at the top. Twist more to the right. So you're trying to twist over your right leg. And then exhale, fold halfway. And stay there. Short inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the left hand down, the right arm up. It can be inside the foot, outside the foot, or on the leg. 3 breaths, short inhales, long exhale. Top hand can be on the small of the back if you want, so you can just focus on rotation in the body, keeping the legs firm. And then to come out, it's inhale, come up halfway, arms wide like wings, still facing over the right leg. And then inhale, exhale, don't move. And as you inhale, come up and arch back, turn the palms up, optional look up. Exhale, hands to the waist, come to center. Take a breath. Inhale, arms shoulder level. Exhale, twist to the left. Okay, sorry. And then inhale, arch back. And exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale, come up, arch back. Try and twist a little bit more towards the left leg. Exhale, go down halfway. Inhale, don't move. Exhale, bring the right hand down, the left arm up, or left hand to the small of the back. 3 breaths. Short inhales, long exhales, gently gazing at the top hand or the side wall. Try to keep the feet and the legs active, and tailbone gently tucked towards the. Keep narrowing the waist at the end of each exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. Come out, inhale, come up halfway with the arms like wings. Exhale, don't move, or you can dip a little bit deeper here towards the leg. And then inhale, come up and arch back. And exhale, turn to the side, hands to the waist, Trikonasana Sthiti. Look hard, take a breath. And then inhale. And at the end of the next exhale, hop or step your feet together. Turn to face front. Lead and return sequence. Inhale, widen overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, palms face forward. Inhale, arch from the upper back. Don't let the knees bend. Exhale, hips back, fold all the way, hands on the floor. Bend the knees if you need to. Get the hands on the floor. Yeah. And then inhale, short breath. Exhale, Utkatasana, squat down. All the air out of the lungs, round the back. Bring the forehead towards the knees. Short inhale, hold the breath, hop or step, chaturanga. Remember, knees can be down. Make sure you're comfortable. You've got to be able to breathe. And no rush. Inhale, upward facing dog and pause. Hips down, shoulders back, chest forward, chin down. Stretch the spine. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Spread the fingers, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Extend through the side waist and out through the sit bones. Draw the chin very gently towards the chest and begin to count the breath. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale, 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Pause. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Pause, optional bandhas. Release bandhas. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Pause. Take a short inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees or step Utkatasana. Separate the knees. Try and keep the feet together and extend the arms forward parallel with the floor. And balance on your toes, or your feet can be flat on the floor if that works for you. Bring the knees really wide and then sink your chest down inside your knees. If you can, keep the hands off the floor, but if you want them for balance, you could put your hands on the floor and sink down, bring the head and the chest as close as you can to the floor. Keep the knees nice and wide. Keep stretching forward and then just sit down as quietly as you can. Okay, good. Dandasana. Sit in Dandasana with the hands beside the hips. And on the inhale, raise your arms over the head and interlock your fingers. Lift your chest, look down to your heart. And then exhale, don't move. As you inhale, round your back, engage your core. Slowly lay down onto your back with your arms over your head. And then exhale, bring the hands beside your hips. Separate your feet slightly, bring the arms a little bit away from the body, turn your palms up, close your eyes, and focus on the space in the center of the chest. And watch the breath begin and watch the breath end there. Relax. You can switch off Ujaayi here for a few minutes. Om. Tataka Mudra. Bring the feet together. Bring the hands beside the body with the palms down. Flex both feet. Toes back towards the head. Draw the lower back into the floor. Bring your chin down as much as you comfortably can and turn your internal gaze down to Nabi, navel. Inhale, bring your arms over your head and flip your palms and stretch your whole body. And then exhale, just a normal breath. And then inhale. And then a very long exhale. And keep exhaling till there's no air left in your lungs. Draw your lower back down, look navel, hold the breath out, hollow the belly, relax the eyes and the face, and draw the navel back towards the spine. And let the diaphragm float up and press on your heart. And then release the bandhas and inhale, bring the hands up over your face. Exhale, change the interlock of your fingers. Keep the fingers interlocked. Exhale, slowly bring the arms over the head again. Completely empty the lungs, spread the feet, lower back into the floor. Keep going till the lungs are completely empty. Suck the navel in and back towards the spine. Make a pond in the belly. Pond mudra. Arms over the head on the floor. Release the bandhas and inhale, bring the hands up over the face. Change it, lock a finger one more time, and then do the last one on your own. Keep the gaze turned down into the center of the body behind your belly button, Nabi. Let the abdomen flow in and up and the diaphragm put a little bit of pressure on your heart. Release the bandhas when you're ready. Bring the hands up over the face. And then bring the hands beside the hips with the palms down and the legs together. Take a breath. At the beginning, we were talking about the health of the body being related to the prana and the way the prana moves in the nadis in the body. And this is one of the very important posture for moving prana in the spine through the main nadi, which runs in the center of the spine, called Sushumna, path of grace. So when you empty the lungs and you lift the perineum And you use the Uddiyana bandha to push the prana up. The prana flows into the central channel and purifies, helps to cleanse the prana in the body and move the prana to the higher centers of perception. And it just makes you feel good. And then inhale, bring the hands over the head and interlock the fingers. And arms over the head, hands on the floor. Interlock the fingers, push the palms away. And then as you exhale, just separate the hands. Hold the breath out, sit up. You need to push up a little bit or rock up a little bit, that's okay. Fold forward, take the big toes. And then inhale, come up, hands over the head. Roll all the way down on the inhale. Strong legs, core, curl your spine, arms over the head. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale fully. Hold the breath out, sit up. Hold forward, take the outsides of the feet. Okay, and then inhale, come up just halfway, Niralamba Dandasana. Hands straight up, body straight up. Exhale, hands down beside your hips, Dandasana. Look hard. Prepare for Paschimottanasana forward bend, sit on block if you need to. Inhale, bring the arms widen overhead. And then as you exhale, fold forward, and if you can, cross the wrist and hold the outside of the opposite foot. Bring the elbows wide and round the back. And then flip the palms, inhale, come up. Lift, lift, lift. And then cross your hands the other way, go down and hold the opposite foot. You can bend the knees as much as you need. Good, then we're going to stay. Draw the elbows gently out to the sides, completely round your back. Drop your head, relax your neck, close your eyes. Look nabby navel, eyes closed. I'll give you one breath and then you can carry on your own. The exhalations are twice as long. So everybody exhale together now, empty your lungs. Using Om numbers. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, stay down. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, pause. Drop the mind. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Slight pause. When you're used to it, bandhas there, up to 5 seconds. Continue with that breath pattern or increase the count if you feel comfortable. And stay here for a few more breaths. Don't try and pull yourself down, try and relax. Let the breath and the pauses in the breath do the work of releasing the tension in the body. Keep your mind really calm. And a few Vinyasas in Paschimottanasana today. A couple more breaths there. Finding the end of your exhale. And then when you're ready, flip the palms and then inhale, come up. Lift up, ground your legs. Exhale, hands beside the hips, chin down, look hard, eyes closed, Dandasana, Ujaayi. Vritta, Paschimottanasana, revolve, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, bring the arms wide and overhead. Exhale, turn to the right. And fold down the inseam of your right leg. facing the side wall, keeping the top shoulder open. Inhale, come up, turn to the front, lift. Exhale, turn to the right. Fold inside the same leg. Do that one more time. See if you can come up and get a little bit more length. And on the exhale, see if you can get a little bit more twist. Turn to the right and fold. You can put your left hand on the inside, rather on the outside of the right leg if you can. And you can hold the outside of the foot with your left hand. And optional, bring your right hand over and hold the outside of your left foot. So the hands are crossed again, and then do your best to look up under your shoulder. If that's not available, just extend the top arm and twist. And breathe. Try to breathe into the right side of your rib cage. Really expand the lungs on that side. Keep your hands at the same level. And then inhale, flip the palms and come up. And on the exhale, turn to the left and fold. Inhale, come up, turn to the front. Lift. Exhale, twist and fold. One more time. The next time you go down, hold. These vinyasas are preparation for the final posture, the asana sthiti, the state of the posture. Keep that top armpit ventilated. Keep it open. Keep the top hand facing down if it's not holding the foot, and just try to rotate the body up. Working on the internal organs, the heart space, the rib cage, the lungs. Breathe. Keep your face relaxed and your breath smooth with long exhales. Good, and then on the inhale, flip your palms and come up. And on the exhale, Dandasana, hands beside the hips. Chest up, chin down, look heart, Ujaayi breathing. Take a few breaths. One final, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms wide and overhead, flip your palms. And this is going to be I'll give you two options. First one, fold forward. Put the hands on the floor, either side of the feet, or beyond the feet, or beside the legs, and just round your back. And let your head go loose and look at your navel. Relax your shoulders and your arms. So unsupported Paschimottanasana. This is the first option. So inhale and come up, and you can go down again and choose that. Or you can exhale and bring your hands behind your back and reverse prayer if you're comfortable in the forward bend. And then inhale and arch slightly back if you're doing that. And exhale and fold forward, unsupported Paschimottanasana. Bend the knees a little bit, Chris, and fold more from the hips. Perfect, that's good. And now breathe there. Keep the prayer opposite the heart. And try to lift the elbows to open the heart. Keep the gaze in the navel. And breathe. And then when you're ready, inhale, slowly come up. Bring the hands up and over your head and interlock your fingers. And exhale, Dandasana. Bend the knees, cross the ankles, hop or step, Chaturanga. And then move through the vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog and pause. And exhale, downward facing dog. Keep the feet together, keep the legs together. Take a couple of breaths. And then soften your knees and hop or step onto your shins. Vajrasana, sit on the heels, put the hands on the knees, lift the chest, close the eyes, look nose tip, Ujjayi breathing. Sit on a block, Paula. Oh, okay, yeah, do you do it cross-legged? You can, yeah, just do it cross-legged. Sit on the floor on a block. Keep your chest up, keep your chin down, internally gaze heart. Center of the chest, just in front of the spine. Not the anatomical heart, the yogi heart. Good, and then inhale, bring the arms widen over your head and flip your palms. And then as you exhale, fold forward with your arms like wings until your hands just hover off the floor and your head touches the floor with your buttocks on your heels, if you can. Hands just off the floor, so touch the floor and then lift them a millimeter, that's just off the floor. And then inhale, come up, and at the top, arch back, open your chest and bring your palms up. And exhale, turn your palms down and fold. Ujjayi breathing, please. Vajrasana Vinyasas. Inhale, come up. Turn the palms up and open the chest. Good. Exhale, put the hands on the knees. And then inhale, sit up on the knees. Push the shins down, push the tops of the feet down, interlock the fingers. And then you can stay down if you want. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, sit on the heels and bring the hands, thumbs to the back of the neck and the elbows wide. Lift your chest. And inhale, sit up on the knees, push the hands to the ceiling again. And on the exhale, sit down, bring the thumbs to the back of the neck, chin down on the heart, completely empty the lungs. Open the palms up as much as you can to open the upper apices of the lungs. We're going to stay here, take an inhale here, and take a long exhale. When you get to the end of the breath, hold it out. Chin, chest, Jalandhara, perineum lifts, Mula. Lower abdomen floats in and up, Uddiyana, three bandhas, Mahabandha. Release bandhas, inhale, sit up on the knees, push the hands to the ceiling, and then exhale, sit down slowly onto the heels and bring the hands behind you 10 inches with the fingers forward. You all know what inches are? And then on the inhale, lift the hips up. I'm old school. And exhale slowly down. Inhale, float the hips by pushing the shins and pushing the feet down, letting the head go back, stretch the throat. Exhale, come down. One more vinyasa. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the buttocks, let the head go back. Stay there. Eyes closed, look nose to exhale. Inhale, nudge the sacrum a little more, a little higher. Hold the breath in. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, float the arms over the head, interlock the fingers. Exhale, separate the palms and fold forward. Put the hands on the floor in front of your knees and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down, hips high, navel in. Inhale, forward to a low cobra, no pressure in the hands. Just use your spinal muscles. Exhale, push the seat to the heels, lengthen your back. Keep the strength in your arms, lift your hips, down dog. Take one breath, short inhale, long exhale. Soften the knees, hop or step forward, Utkatasana. Separate the knees, extend the arms forward. Same thing, sink as low as you can. And then sit down however you can. In Dandasana, bring the hands over the head, inhale, exhale, don't move. Inhale, round the spine, come down onto your back. And then as you exhale, the hands are over the head now with the fingers interlocked, you're stretching. And then as you exhale, bend both knees and hug the knees to your chest. Apanasana, compression pose. Close the eyes, look navel. As you inhale, push the knees into the hands so the arms go straight. And as you exhale, draw the knees down. Go right to the end of the breath and completely empty your... If you can, hold your wrists or even your elbows around your knees to keep the knees together so you get more compression on your internal organs. And then inhale, push the knees away. Just a little bit. I mean, it's just a release. You don't have to let go of your arms. And then exhale, squeeze the knees down. Completely empty the lungs and hold the breath out and lift the forehead, the nose or the chin to the knees. Keep the breath out. And then when you're ready, inhale, lower the head and extend the legs back along the floor. And inhale, bring your arms over your head with the palms facing up. All preparation for shoulder stand. Bring the legs together. And then inhale, and as you exhale, raise the legs and the arms to 90 degrees. If you need to bend the knees to do that, feel free. And inhale, lower the arms to the floor over the head and the legs back to the floor, back to where you started. Try and move them together so they touch the floor at the same time and come up at the same speed with a strong Ujaayi breath. Exhale, come up. And then stretch the toes and point the fingers strong towards the ceiling. And inhale, go down. Keep stretching all the way. Do it really slowly. And then last time, exhale, come up. And when you get there, stretch everything towards the ceiling. Keep your eyes closed. And then inhale, just bring your hands down, keep your legs up. Hands beside your hips, sorry. And then inhale there. And exhale, come into shoulder stand. Or I want you in half shoulder stand first. If you're not doing shoulder stand today, you can rest your legs up the wall or put your seat on a block and raise your legs. So for half shoulder stand, let your torso be at 45 degrees. Put your hands on your back and support your back, other way around. That way. Let your torso go to 45 degrees. Let your legs go to 45 degrees. Bend the knees very slightly, just a little bit, so you're very relaxed in the shoulder stand. Keep the knees slightly bent. Bend the knees. Yeah. Bend the knees. Yeah. Close the eyes and look to the back of the throat, Kantakupa. And relax the back of the throat and then feel that relaxation flow through your soft palate, your tongue, your upper palate, your eyes and your third eye. And then keep that relaxation in your head and face. Ujjayi breathing. Ramaswamy always suggests counting breath here, so we'll do that. So use the Om numbers and breathe in for your natural inhale. And then make your exhale longer, eventually twice as long. By lengthening the exhale, you'll calm the mind, take the tension out of the body and free the prana to move. You mustn't be tense here. You've got to find a way of being relaxed. And if you achieve that state with a really smooth, soft, steady breath with Ujaayi sound, then when you're ready, you can lift into a more vertical shoulder stand. But it's not necessary to do that. Get the breath first. You choose. Work at getting your elbows close together if you're going into a fuller shoulder stand. Keep relaxing the tension in the face. Come down at any time if you need to. Exhale, bend both knees towards your forehead. Keep your heels close to your buttocks. Lynn, yeah. And inhale, lift up. Apanasana, Urdhva, upside down. Exhale, bend both knees towards your forehead. Slowly with breath. And inhale, both legs up. And then exhale slowly with breath down. And hold, short inhale. Long exhale. End of the breath, Bayakambaka, hold the breath out. Lift perineum, suck lower abdomen in. Your chin is on your chest, Mahabandha. Release bandhas, inhale, legs to the ceiling. Exhale, lower the legs to plow or bend the knees towards your forehead. You can release the hands, if your feet are on the floor, you can release the hands over away from the altar towards your feet. Or if your feet aren't on the floor, then keep your hands on the back or your hands behind your body. Bring the backs of your hands on the floor, outside your feet. Push your hips up. Ujjayi, breathing stays the same. Focus on the Kantakupa, stays the same. Okay, and then I'll give you options. When you do come down, you want to do lots of little breaths. Don't hold your breath. And as you slowly come down, try to keep your legs as close as you can to your torso. And if you're comfortable there, extend the arms towards the ceiling now, straight up outside your legs, and interlock your fingers and push your palms away. Good. And then see if you can interlock your fingers, push your palms away, slide down, threading the legs through your arms. Lots of little breaths, lots of little breaths. Keep the legs close to the body. And then when you get down, not quite like that. It's like this. So that's the needle, and you're going to thread the needle. Keep your arms more vertical. Arms more vertical. Thread. Thread. Can you do it? And then come down. It just teaches you that thing of keeping the legs close to the body. So it's in a way, I mean, all that practice, it's a forward bending practice. And then bring the hands back beside the body. Roll over onto your front for Makras and counter pose. Fingertips just forward of the shoulders, propped up on the forearms. Head on the floor, legs together, press the pubic bone down. Exhale completely, go down, Sarah. Yeah. And then as elbows are close to the body and the hands are on the floor with the fingers just in front of the shoulders, forehead on the floor. Roll your eyes up and look third eye and exhale. Bring the elbows in close to the body. And then as you inhale, lift your forehead, your nose, your chin and your chest. It has to be high. It's a counter pose for the neck more than anything, and the upper spine. Roll the eyes up and bring the head back. Stretch the throat. Exhale slowly down. And then inhale, come up, same thing. Forearms on the floor. Yeah. And then exhale down. So you're pulling on the forearms like you're trying to drag your spine along. And then inhale, come up last time. Pull, get your elbows in more if you can. Stay there. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your heels close to your buttocks. Bring your feet together, Chloe. Knees together. And then inhale, exhale, straighten the legs. Now I've lost my breath. And lift the chest a little bit higher on the inhale, and exhale, come down. We'll do that one more time. It's a vinyasa. Inhale, lift the head and the chest. Look up, eyes closed. Exhale, knees towards the buttocks and squeeze. Squeeze. And then exhale, lower the legs. And on an inhale, just lift your chest a little more forward. Exhale, slowly down. Come onto your back and relax in Shavasana. Make sure you're warm enough. Just raise your hand if you'd like a shawl or blanket. Relax in Shavasana. Roll your head side to side. Come back to the center. Bring your feet wider than your hips and your arms away from your body. I think winter's coming back. Yes. Sorry, that's not a very wide blanket. Just start by having a little look at your mind. See where it is. Acknowledge that and then let the mind drop. Breathe it out, whatever you're thinking. And drop your awareness down through your body and into your feet. Relax your feet. We're going to move through the mama points in the body, which are places where prana resides. And you just have to bring your awareness there and then move it, drop it. Big toes, center of ankles, center of knees, tops of thighs, perineum, center of pelvis, navel, center of chest, pranastan, throat pit, back of the throat, soft palate, upper palate, tongue, left eye, right eye, both eyes, third eye, center of the skull in line with your eyebrows, nose tip, space between the eyebrows, center of forehead, crown of head. Drop the prana from the crown of the head straight down the hita nadi into the heart space, center of your chest. Watch your breath begin there. Watch your breath return. Completely relax. Deepen your breath. Feet together, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms over your head. Stretch your whole body. Bend your knees, hug your knees. Make your way into seated posture for pranayama. So we begin with Kapalabhati. If you're not familiar with Kapalabhati, then you can do the hastas, vinyasa, the arm movements, and just do smooth Ujaayi breathing, long exhales. First round, inhale, bring the arms wide and overhead, flip your palms, and then lift up so you feel your chest lift. Bring your chin down, look nabby, navel. Short inhale, hex, 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 exhale completely. Inhale, push your hands to the ceiling. And exhale, bring the hands to chin mudra on your knees. Take a deep inhale, abdomen, rib cage and upper chest. Lift your chest, expand your lungs. And then a long, complete exhale. Completely empty your lungs. Bring your right hand into Vishnu mudra, first two fingers to the palm. Bring the hand into position over the nose. Exhale through both nostrils. Inhale, Ujjayi both. Retain. Exhale left, no sound. Inhale, Ujjayi both. Retain, close both. Exhale right, no sound. So the exhale is just smooth and long. Inhale, Ujjayi both. Retain. Exhale left, no sound. Your shoulders relax. Inhale Ujjayi pose. Retain. Exhale right, no sound. Continue in that way, or we'll add on the mamas, just flicking your gaze. Inhale Ujjayi, both nostrils, look nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, look perineum, retain, look heart. Exhale left, no sound. Look heart. Inhale Ujjayi both, look nose tip, third eye, soft palate, look navel, look perineum, retain, look heart. Exhale right, no sound. Inhale Ujjayi, nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, perineum, retain. Draw the prana up to the heart. Look heart, exhale left. Inhale Ujjayi both, look nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, perineum, retain, look heart. Exhale right. Continue next on your own, and just finish next time you exhale through your left nostril. Keep your chest slightly lifted and your shoulders relaxed. Finish the pranayama now. Bring both hands onto the knees in Chimudra. Join in with the meditation when you're ready. As you exhale, drop the prana down into the perineum, center of the pelvic floor, Muladhara chakra. As you inhale, draw the prana up through the spine. Turn it to the center of the head in line with your eyebrows, Ajna chakra. Exhale down. Watch the breath turn in the perineum. Inhale up. Watch the breath turn in the third eye. Exhale down. Trace the movement of prana as it moves through the center of your spinal channel. And then inhale up. Watch it turn. Exhale down. But just establish your own natural breath length now with a very calm, thin, quiet, peaceful breath. And trace the movement of the breath and the prana in your spine. The main thing is to be aware of the breath turning at the top and turning at the bottom, and that little moment when there's stillness where the breath turns. When you're comfortable with that, add the Soham mantra. As the breath rises, mentally repeat So. As the breath falls, Hum. The breath rises, So. The breath falls, Hum. It's a mantra Om in the sound of your breath. You can forget about breathing. Just let the prana and the mantra move in the spine. And the next time the breath comes up, rest the prana either in the heart chakra or in the third eye. You choose whatever feels the most natural to you. Just bring the breath up and rest it in one of those two chakras. Let the prana rest there and let the mind rest there. Feel that you're breathing in and out of that space with an almost imperceptible breath. And switch to the mantra Om, or your personal mantra. Now the prana is still, the Soham becomes Om. Whatever the mantra is that you choose, do it with a deep sense of love and compassion. Okay, when your mind drifts, whenever you start thinking, just replace it with the mantra and continue with the mantra for a while. And let go of the mantra. And just for a few moments, let your mind become completely still and spacious. and full of light. And white light, like a soft full moon. If you're in the third eye, on an exhale, drop the prana into your heart. Come back into the body and begin to deepen your breath. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra and inhale deeply for Om. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Ovarukamiva Bandhanat Vricho Mukshiyamamritat Om Shanti 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 Om peace, peace, peace. Om Bolo Sakrus Bhagavan Ki Jai. Remind yourself the intention you made for your practice. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste. Okay, so there's a little treat at the end of term. I'm going to read you a poem. Don't worry, I didn't write it. Okay, so this is, some of you have heard this before. This is by Lao Di, who was a 12th century yogini, a lady mystic, and she wrote a lot of poems about Shiva. She was in love with Lord Shiva. She was Lord Shiva was her inspiration for all these poems. She was a wandering mystic. You are absorbed in your own self, hidden from me. I passed whole days in seeking you out. But when I saw you in my own self, oh, what joy, what bliss. Then you and I united ourselves in ecstasy. I traveled the vastness of the void alone, leaving behind my own reason and senses. Then I came upon the secret of the true self, and all of a sudden, unexpectedly, in the mud, the lotus bloomed. Like an extensive web, Shiva spreads himself, penetrating all concepts and all things. If while alive you cannot see him, how can you see him after death? So sink deep and sift the self for the true self. Sink deep and sift the self for the true self. Om Namah Shivaya.